I didn't realize as a child, temptation can be very hard to beat. If you didn't know, I had a witch over my life leading me to defile myself, leading me into darkness. And how she was leading me is by temptation. And the temptation she was showing me was just a lot of sinful actions. And at the time, I didn't have the Holy Spirit to help me overcome the temptation. And one thing I had to realize is that the flesh is never satisfied. The flesh is hostile against God. The flesh do what it wants to do. And at the time, I didn't have the Holy Spirit in me. And the Holy Spirit is the very thing that was giving me self-control today, at least, but not back then. And she was tempting me by temptation. So in a way, I'm going to give an example. I started dating girls because of peer pressure. And the temptation she was giving me was to fatten up that I would be cute with a girl by my friends. So what my friends would do was tell me like, you're going to be cute with her. You're going to be, fatting me up, giving me bad advice for me to go into dating a girl. And that's what I did. I ended up dating a girl because of peer pressure. I ended up falling into that sinful action because of temptation, because of what my friends was telling me. And at that time, I wanted to be in the front lane. I wanted to be seen. I was in a household where I was unseen, unloved, and unwanted. And that very tempting situation led me to defile myself with a girl. So temptation is what the witch always used against me to lead me into darkness. She used a lot of temptations. What I seen, what I ate, what I heard, and what I was around was always tempting me to go into darkness. And she was a very tempting thing, and I had a lack of self-control. I had a lack of understanding of what she was doing. So I will always fall deeper into these temptations. I will always go deeper into darkness, deeper and deeper, because of the temptation she was putting in front of me, because I didn't know how to deny sin. I was still a slave to sin because I was still operating out of my flesh at that time. So if you have came across this video and you are facing temptation today, whatever it is, that thing that God has told you not to do, but you see it in front of you, you hear it, you're watching it, you see yourself doing it, that is temptation. And the way that I know that God has taught me to beat temptation is to understand that temptation is the very thing that is leading you into more darkness. It's the very thing that's pulling you away from God. And that is how I had so much darkness in my life, because the witch that was over my life was using temptation to lead me into darkness. So